Hi, my name is Kevin, and I am with FBLA here at WCC. This is our entrepreneur story business, and I am here with Marvin.
Pleasure to be here.
Hi, Marvin. So, what kind of business do your parents operate?
So am the son of a dairy farmer.
As a dairy farmer, what do you guys do on a day-to-day basis?
So on our day-to-day basis, our mornings pretty much consist of checking the cows from, I would say, 8 to midday, and then checking them, I would say, around 6 o'clock till 11 o'clock. And every day is almost the same, with certain days being different.
Okay. And what is the processes of acquiring milk from a cow?
So the process of acquiring milk of a cow, although it sounds simple on paper, performing the action is a whole different story. So around 5:30 in the morning, the milkers will set up the milk parlor, and around 5:45, the first batch of cows arrive into the milk parlor. So there's on the left-hand side 24 rows, not 24 rows, my apologies, 24 stalls, and then on the right side there's 24 stalls. So we have 48 total cows being milked at once, and this is a action repeated until, depending on who works what day, normally 10:30, so 4 hours.
Okay. And how long do you keep a cow?
We normally keep a cow until she has done her job, I would say. So we have a few cows that have been not in the industry, but in the facility for almost a whole decade now, and they're still producing more milk than some of our new rookie cows.
Okay. And how do you get rid of a cow?
So the process of elimination pretty much goes under the criteria of, one, is her injury uncurable? So if she has really bad mastitis or really bad E. coli, we normally have to beef her. She isn't producing milk anymore, or she's very hostile and can be a threat to our employees in terms of getting injured or just outright non-compliance.
Okay. And who do you guys sell your milk to?
So we are under the Dairy Farmers of America, which is a collective group of dairy farmers, and our milk goes to the Producers Milk Company. I know the company name is called Producers. I don't know their full name. And so whenever you see the Real California Milk seal, there's a good chance our milk is inside that carton.
And do you guys have any quotas from your producers, any quality standards?
So every year at the beginning, we have a set quota. It fluctuates depending on how much milk demand is projected to be in the market for X year. So some years it'll be pretty low. For example, the pandemic year, it was really low due to the demand not being there. And now that we're out of the pandemic, it's gone back up because the demand for milk has risen.
And do you guys have any competitors, if any?
The beautiful part of the dairy industry is that we're not really there to compete against one another. We're there to help each other out, because the industry has not seen its golden days as we wish. It's going through some rough times right now, mainly with just state regulations, labor laws, and market demand in general. So we're a united collective group, and we all want to see each other succeed.
And you mentioned regulations. What are some of the regulations that affect your family business?
So a lot of the new regulations that were introduced mainly is more into the labor side of the industry, where you can only work X amount of hours, while in my opinion, yes, it would work in like a retail or any other employee store. in industries like these where time is really unknown, there's some days that we're going to have some long days because cows just don't want to cooperate. There's some days that we're going to have short days where everything goes smoothly, which happens to be very rare. But because we can never determine that, and the state gives us a set determination, like this is the amount of hours that you have to work and pay, it makes it really complicated for us. But we try our best to work around it, and we still are thriving for 20 plus years now.
That's good to hear. And do you guys have any other sources of revenue besides selling your milk to your producers?
So aside from selling milk to producers, we also gain revenue from selling our cows, so into the meat side of the, animal industry. And back in, I believe, 22 or last year, I think it was last year, the prices in beef rose quite a lot, and that helped us out with struggling milk sales mid 2023, and it did us a huge favor.
Okay, and what are your guys' biggest costs for the business?
So our biggest cost, while one would assume labor, just because of the new laws that were introduced here in California and the new wages and X amount of things, I'm not going to go on a tangent because that is not my area. I would say the feed prices, they've risen quite a lot ever since the pandemic, and we're lucky to find alternatives to make sure we meet our quotas and make sure our cows are healthy, but it really does take a huge chunk of our paycheck.
And are you guys organic? Do you guys sell organic milk, or are you guys, I guess, normal milk?
We are normal milk. Organic milk is from a different association. DFA is mainly more focused with the 2%, the non-pasteurized.
Okay. And what type of business are you? Are you guys a sole proprietorship, LLC?
So we fall under the trust category.
Okay. That concludes our interview with Marvyn. Marvyn, thank you very much for being a part of this interview for our FBLA and our story entrepreneur business. Thank you so much for visiting us.
Thank you for having me.